Hi, I'm Pagata12 and today we play with attractors and we build this creamy chocolate thing, and we can play with the mouse. Yeah, we build this from scratch, and yeah, I leave it aside to guide me. Actually, I have it open on my screen. So first thing we need, it's a constant chop for the resolution. So we use res 1280. Okay, and we need a UV. So we use this UV component, or you know what? Let's build one. So let's have a base. Okay, we open this to have it aside, and let's go inside. Use a ramp. So a ramp, and then flip, a reorder, and this reorder takes green in for the second input, and yeah, this is bottom left, and blue it's 0, and let's have this 32 RGBA, and here we use the resolution, and let's set this to 32 mono. Okay, now I have out here, and this is our UV. Okay, now I want to have a feedback loop, so let's use a feedback here, make it black, and also keyboard in to pulse and reset. So let's have this here and here, and I want to have a little bit of the initial UV added frame by frame. So a little bit would mean let's use a level and then go with 0.01 here. Okay, let's have over. Okay, and now I'll have a null, which I drag it back to the feedback. And so I have this loop, nothing happened, as I don't do anything to inside here, but I would like to add a force, and then let's use a displace here, like this, and this displace takes the green, and the source midpoint, it's 0, 0, and yeah, we good. And now we need that force and the attraction force. Okay, now would be nice to find out where the mouse is, and for that let's go outside a little bit, and here let's use the same resolution for our container, like this. And it's black, as we need to set an image there. So first I use a select. I'll have this null, and now I'm making a end background top. Okay, so I use now I use this background here in look, so BG. Okay, don't mind the warning, the error there. Okay, so let's take a look on this panel, right? Now I can walk my mouse here, and if I use a panel chop, I can pick up the left click and inside U and inside V. Okay, so I will build another base here. Okay, this is so I name this attractor. attractors. Okay. And let's go inside and use a null top in order to chain out. Okay. Now, if I use this here, I get rid of this error and nothing happened, as here we have 0. So we displaced with 0, nothing happened. Okay. Now, how we gonna build the attractors? Let me open this here. Okay, let's go inside. So first we need a constant. Let me put this aside. So we need a constant. Okay. And this constant is the resolution of everything. So let me open this also. Okay. So now I can drag the resolution from here. Okay. And for the values, let's set the blue to 0. And the X and Y will take inside U and inside V. And you notice the constant is the image, the color is changing, right? Because my mouse position is changing. And that I would also want to find out the distance and the direction of the vectors between the mouse and all the other points. And for that I need to select the UV. Okay, so let's have this split top to bottom. And here I'll go into UV and I drag the out here in this select. Okay. And now if I subtract the mouse position from the UV points, I'll get the vectors directions for the not attractors, as they will be repellers force, because I'm saying UV points minus mouse, and that the vector would be from where the mouse is to all the points, and I have the points all over. Okay, so all my forces would be outside of the mouse, and that would be repeller force. And we just multiply with -1 and all the force will be attractors. So let's do that. Okay, I use a subtract. Okay, and as this is this has to be 32 RGB also, or RG at least. Okay, and now we're good. Okay, let's use a mod. And compute the length. We need to mask the alpha. The blue is not necessary because it's 0, but take care on that too. And let's set this to mono. Now, I would like, where is the mouse? The closer the points are to my mouse, the bigger would be the force. Okay, and right now this black and white texture doesn't help too much, and we need to use a level and invert this, because I want the biggest impact to be where the mouse is. So now right where I have the mouse is the lightest color. Okay, so the force would be the bigger one. And yeah, but still the area, it's way too big. I would like to attract only a couple of points around my mouse. And obviously we need to shrink this white circle, to shrink it down, and we can go with gamma. Okay, so we have, let's go with, let me check, I would like to keep the, okay, so 0, 3, 6 to 5, let's say. Okay, so it's very small, right? Now, where I have this whitish color, I would like to have the forces, and according with how light the color is. And for that, let's multiply this. with the subtraction, because here is where my vectors are, okay? And now we have something, and yeah, we can connect now to this out, okay? And let me use a mod and multiply here with, because we right now, so don't mind this yet. Right now, you see, we have this forces. So everything is attracted to where the mouse is. Okay. If we increase this level, okay, gamma, the attraction would be much bigger, as you see. Okay. And if we use a mod and we multiply everything with -1, okay, then everything gets further away from the mouse. So that would be repeller force. Okay. Now maybe it's hard to see. Okay. What I don't like, not necessarily like right now, it's I would like to press, actually make a click where I want to the force to come into play. So right now we don't have this, and let me view this, and let's multiply with the select. We can go with minus to still keep that -1. Now let's see. Now nothing happened. If I click, you see, now it's much better. Okay. Now most of the times when you go with a UV into a feedback, you will lose some details, because yeah, it's the nature of the UV. Everything is so smoothly, gradually color changing, and yeah, and that's why sometimes it's good to use an image, and yeah, let's have that. So movie file in, okay, let's go with some, oh, so I don't have that folder here. Okay, then I will use my other image. Okay, you'll see in a moment. So I use here a fit to make sure the image I'm using is the same resolution with everything else. Okay, so I go here in this fit. Okay, this fit has to be fit outside, and also 32 RGB. And now I remap. Okay, and let's see it. Yeah, it's something we all know. And now we can play with this, right? It's super nice. And you see, always the UV and this visual actually go home, I like to say. And this is because of this little level and this very small value, which goes helps everything to come back to the initial position. Okay, and yeah, it depends on how big is this value, how small is the opacity. Okay, now okay, if we go here and change this, take away this minus, okay, we have something else. Now it's we attract all the other points. Okay, now yeah, this is funny enough, but I would like to try something else instead. And what if I add next to the force that I got from where the mouse is, I make also something perpendicular to that force. And remember from the previous tutorials, when you have a force going in this direction, and then we make one perpendicular, okay, the result would be always like a trill. Okay, so let's do that. Here we we use null in order to have a folder. Okay, collapse selected. Let's have this black, and inside we only need to make two things. So one is reorder, and we go with green and red. We switch green and red, okay, and then a matte in which we multiply with -1 either on X or Y. So yeah, we multiply with -1 here, not 11, okay. And let's say we mask the green channel, and so that minus will go only for the X. Okay. Now everything is plugged in. Let's see what happens if I click here. You see? Now we have this trill, and yeah, I love this this brush, right? But I will get rid of this this image, as I would like to make something a little bit different. I would like to actually make a surface on this this displacement. Okay, so how we do that? Let's connect the UV. You see, I'm thinking to find out a black and white image out of what I got here. Okay, so you can go with monochrome or you can go with matte. I believe matte will give you several options more, as we can always say, okay, make the average of the values. Okay, I will mask and alpha, I will mask alpha, and I believe I will mask also the blue. And this is mono. Okay, so now I average the X and Y values. Okay, you see I have now a monochrome texture. And how can we make a surface? Now in many other tutorials I use something like normal map top. Okay, and I recently, actually yesterday, I make a little revision on this, and if I said it's an approximation, and yeah, you can go with this when it's about noise and so on. Now I can tell you that this is super precise. And let's connect this. Okay, and let's play. Right? So you see instantly I have a very nice normal map. Okay? And what this allows me is to arrange some colors according with the normal map. And let's have this. So I use a noise. And first let's set the resolution. Like this, and yeah, this is 32 RGB, and not mono, let's say. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. So first of all, let's go with 0 for the scale. Okay, and 3 here, and 4 to 5. Okay, now according with the seed you can get some different colors, and we started this with some chocolate like color. Now yeah, let me check the seed that I got here. Okay, so it's okay, Now hopefully we'll get to the chocolate color or not. Yeah, I believe not. But yeah, you find yourself what color you like, okay? And what else we want to do here? First, let's have a monochrome texture out of the normals, okay, like this, and go into composite. Okay. And now, yeah, we have this creamy thing going on. And you notice if I stop, everything stops, okay? And would be nice to still have some motion, okay? And I found out that there are several ways to do this. First, obviously, if we have some forces here, we can add in some noise forces, obviously. And I found that by doing that, you actually come with I would say unnecessary new force, which will mostly block your smooth motion. And what I like to do is to add a noise right here when I have my UV transformed after several frames, and plus the whatever attractors force are getting in, all of them, I want to noise them. Okay, so let's use a noise. Like this. Let's have plugged in both of the inputs. Okay, and let's have a small value like this, right? And yeah, not monochrome. Okay, now if we play this, let's go with ABS dot seconds divided by divided by 8, maybe. No. Okay. So yeah, let's reset everything, and this noise, let's have this 0, 2, and maybe 2 here. And now it's slow enough. You noticed everything starts to grow actually super small. Okay, and yeah, you can now play with a mouse, and right after you still have your motion. If let's say, I don't know, you can go with maybe a bigger noise or 0, 6 to 5. Okay. Okay, and it's too big one. Okay. Like this. Okay, and maybe the speed, I don't know, maybe the speed it's good now. Let me try a different color. Okay. And yeah, you see sometimes it's like edges or folds getting dry. Okay, like they are getting solid, and we can have here a little blur. So just a second. So we put a blur here. And yeah, this blur can be very, very small. And yeah, the folds are much smoother now. Okay. And yeah, we have some nice colors, and also it's looking like very nice shading. And that this is because the normals are good. Okay. Now this is what I wanted to show you, and this file will be available for my patrons. But this little tool here, I would like to give you a little walkthrough, and this one is available on Touchdesigner website on assets page, and I'll put a link in the description below. But let's jump in a little bit. Okay, so as I said, we have a black and white image, and would be strange to just have a look on what points we have there, because it's a monochrome. So if X and Y and Z are similar, we always get a diagonal line. Okay, now luckily this normal top, it gives us some vectors in a 3D space. And the only problem is the tips are very, very, very small. So if you notice here, okay, I'm in between 0, 1. So here it's mostly 0, 5 on X, 0, 5 on Y, and 1 on Z. Okay, but this is yeah, the surface is so small. Or a good normal map means the direction are all over. Okay, so I have surfaces looking on this direction, on that direction, and so on, and finally you'll get some nice all around directions. And we need to stretch this. Okay, so we stretch this. So let me switch with oh, not help, not yet. Okay. Okay, so okay, now I don't touch any of the parameters here. Okay, but I use a level, and let's see how this spread the values. You notice right where I have Z1 right there, because I have a little gap between 0 and 1. In that plane, all the points was nicely spread. Okay, and this is a little part that I actually forgot, or I didn't pay enough attention, and I went without this. And you see, for most of us, working with such creamy things and stuff like this is not necessarily bad. I mean, it's hard to notice that it's something wrong with the normals. Okay, but yeah, this is actually the best normal. And what this does, I just offset back with minus 0.5. Remember, the tips were into 0.5. I make the spread, then I offset everything to the center, because I use normalize, and normalize would give me a nice sphere. You see, where I have 1, and here on the X, on a Z1, we had that big plane, and by normalizing, you know, this long vector, all the vectors become 1, and so I have this semi-sphere, very nice. And now this would be the world space, and this is tangent space. As now I move this semi-sphere into 0, 1 area for X and Y, and yeah, that's pretty much what this tool does. I have a 45 minutes tutorial on my Patreon about this this approach, and how I end up with something like this. But yeah, you can have the tool right here on Touchdesigner, and yeah, go and play with it. This is will make some of your noises look much better. So I really hope you like this. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, or you can support me on Patreon, and you'll get access to a bunch of other tutorials. And yeah, as I release the normal stretching method normal map, I'll have the cross product one for my patrons on advanced tier. And yeah, I really hope you like this. Thank you so much, and I would like to thanks to all my patrons. Bye.